Hello and welcome to today's Thursday night live training. And what I'm going to train on today is a continuation and an elaboration on what we went over yesterday and a deep dive. So if you want to deep dive on your psychology and have better relationships overall, professionally, socially, or personally, really pay attention. Today, we're going to elaborate on what I talked about yesterday, which is what are you going to do when you feel diminished in your relationship? What are you going to do? Do you know what to do when you feel unimportant in your relationship? Let me first ask you the question. Do you ever feel in your relationship you're unimportant or your partner has put less significance on you? What do you do at that point? How do you act? How do you feel? How do you think? I'm going to go over that in this dive. Now, I went over yesterday on my on my reel and my TikTok. In a 1 minute video, I went over the 3 things that you need to do in order for you to get over that and the solution to that, which are the 3 things. Number 1, recognizing that security is just a sensation, and because it's just a feeling, it's something you can get over by changing the way you think and changing your perspective in life. Focus on your love for them rather than your insecurity about yourself and their love for you. What I mean by that, because unconditional love, remember, is your wanting for your beloved's happiness intrinsically to your own happiness. What does that mean? It means that the same happiness you want for yourself, you want that for them. And because you're focused on that, anything that makes them better, their happiness, well-being, and gain and actualization, I'll explain that more in a little bit, you want that for them. And number 3, when you are chasing them, you are repelling them. I want you to always remember that. But when you are chasing your personal goals, your personal achievements, your personal actualization, you become incredibly attractive. They want to be a part of that. Now, a lot of guys think that it's only for men. Men, they say that men, if you have a goal, if your goal is the woman, you will repel them. But it goes both ways. Women, I want you to really pay attention to that because that's a meme that's going on around for a long time. But women haven't recognized this, that if women were chasing their man, they will be repelled. But you as a woman, if you're chasing after things that you're into, personally, professionally, socially, you become incredibly attractive. Mark my words. So before I go into the deep dive training today, if you haven't already seen this, my name is Rowan John. I'm the author of Relationships 101. I'm the head trainer at Great Relationships University. It's an online course for 12 plus hours. Go to greatrelationshipsu.com. I'm a former professional dominatrix. What I did was I facilitated people's fetishes and kinks. And I own the #1 Tantra therapy in Las Vegas and essentially the US per Google. And if you want to check out my stuff, just go to rowanjohn.com or greatrelationshipsu.com or see the link in all my social medias. Or follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And definitely subscribe here on YouTube. So let's go over the training. I'm going to elaborate and go deep dive on that. Number 1 is self-security. Security, I always want you to remember that security is just a sensation. It's just a feeling. What do you mean, Ron? I can be secure if I just made $1 million. Well, let me ask you a question. Let's say you made $5 million. Let's say you become a billionaire. Will you feel secure at that time? Have you ever heard of the term "more money, more problems"? This is from a person who had made a lot of money, millions and millions and millions, who made that song "More Money, More Problems." So I want you to think about that. No amount of money will ever give you security. So let me elaborate on that. No amount of anything or anyone will ever give you security. Well, if no amount of anything or anyone will ever give you security, then what can give you security? I'll answer that for you. But you're questioning me right now. You're saying that that's impossible. How is that possible that no money in the world can buy me security? Certainly, if I became a trillionaire, if I became the richest man in the world, I can hire all the security guards, all the accoutrements, all the security protocols in my home to keep me secure. Let me tell you something. No amount of security will ever give you security. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the world. You could be the richest man in the world and have pancreatic cancer and die at the young age of 54 years old, just like Steve Jobs did. He had more money than the government at one point in the bank. How many billions of dollars will you need if you are riding on a plane which is crashing down onto the earth at 800 miles per hour? No amount of money, no amount of security, no amount of anything or anyone will ever give you security. So what is security? Well, Ron, if none of that, none of the money in the world, nothing can give me security, no person, no nothing, how do I get my security? Simple. Security is just a sensation. And because security is just a sensation, you can get security. Security is just your ability to keep your head above water and then garner the help of those people that whenever you need help. Now, I don't mean when you need help as in you are in a submissive position. I mean your ability to influence other people. In other words, your ability to keep your head above water is your ability to survive. And then your skill and ability to garner the help of other people when you need it, I'll change that to your ability and skill to get the help of other people who would, or rather, inspire the help of other people to help you thrive in life. What are those skills, you're asking? Well, the skill of persuasion, the skill of influence. Everyone who you imagine is successful has some sort of skill to garner the help or to inspire other people to give them money. What is your ability and skill to trade? I will trade this skill for money or whatever it is. Let's just talk in terms of money. Now, there's many other forms of security. But that's one form of security. You're thinking money. Well, your ability to sell items. What is your ability to be parachuted anywhere in the world and be able to sell anything? Selling is not a matter of the item. Selling is a matter of psychology. There's always a market for an item if the item exists. There's always a market for a pen. There's always a market for a notebook. But there's someone who doesn't want a notebook or doesn't want a pen, who just strictly wants to do things on their laptop or phone. Perfect. They're not for you. Sales, influencing others to exchange money, trade money for a product or a service, is a skill. It's a psychological skill. It's a social skill. Understand? You need to learn that. If you want to learn more of that, go to greatrelationshipsyou.com on social dynamics and professional dynamics. Social dynamics and professional dynamics, it really helps you understand people and learn how to influence them. Number 2 thing is focus, instead of focusing on yourself, focus on the person that you love. And because you love them, you will want for their happiness, well-being, and gain. Remember that unconditional love, there are as many different definitions of love as there are people you ask. What? In other words, every single person you ask, every single person has a different definition of words. It means words have no meaning intrinsically. It means that everyone has a different definition of the word love. The best definition of love is your wanting for your beloved's happiness intrinsic to your own. You can't debate that. You cannot possibly debate that love is your wanting for your beloved's happiness. As much happiness as you want for yourself. It means that there are some people who you love as a friend, who you love in a small manner, but you don't necessarily want for their happiness the same way you want as for you. But the person who you love unconditionally, your beloved, you want for their happiness the same way you want for your happiness. So anything that prevents them from pursuing the things that they like, that they want, their goals in life, even if it's a person with a different, who has a penis or vagina, if you want for their happiness, well-being, and gain, you will have no jealousy. And until you go over that hump, the hump of your witnessing your partner pursuing someone else, you will never get over it. So you have to get over that hump, the hump of jealousy. Jealousy is just merely your ego screaming at you saying, if I give my beloved choice, they might not choose me. So I have to geld them with protocols of insecurity, of jealousy. Make sure they don't wear any sexy clothing, make sure they don't interact with their friends who are good looking, things like that. Which is antithetical to love. You're going to prevent them from pursuing the things and people that they want and like. Maybe they're not in the vicinity that you are. Maybe they're not you. Who are you to stop them from doing that if you love them? Now, if it's all a matter of your focus on yourself, then it's a matter of insecurity. It's a matter of your insecurity about yourself, which you're projecting to your beloved, and hence you're stopping them from doing the things that they like and people they like. So change your focus. When you are feeling diminished, when you're feeling unimportant, it's because your focus is on your insecurity. Focus on them. Focus on what makes them happy. And here's the irony. Are you ready for the irony? The irony is that you become incredibly attractive because number one, most people are not doing that for them. Most people are not going to do that for them. Most people have the insecurity that we're talking about now. And if you're the only person who's able to provide that for them, you become incredibly valuable to them. And they will have no choice but to love you. Understand? I'm going to leave that alone for now. Number 3, have things going on for yourself. Please, dear God, have things going on for yourself. When you are chasing people, they are repelled by you. When they recognize that you're after your goal, you're pursuing things, you have things going on for you, you're pursuing a life, you're living a life that's worthwhile being a part of. Now, originally, it was in the old paradigm, in the standard paradigm, with men who think they're smart. They say that if you're a man, you have to have things going for you so that a woman can be attracted to you. Here's what I'll tell you. Women listening to this, if you're a woman, you have to have things going for you. Otherwise, he will lose attraction for you just like that. Do you understand? You want to have a juicy life that he will want to be a part of. When all your focus is on him, you will not only sabotage your relationship, he will just be repelled by it. For men, obviously, you have to have things going for you. When you're chasing the woman, they will not be attracted to you. Have other things going for you. Have a social life. Have other friends. Have other guys that you see. Perhaps just to practice. Perhaps just to flirt. Perhaps just to up your energy. Encourage and insist upon your partners seeing other people whom they like, who they might like, whom they might be attracted to, so that number 1, you can demonstrate your love, and number 2, you can demonstrate you have a juicy enough life, you have things worthwhile you're pursuing in your life that they will want to be a part of, but you're not afraid of losing them. You're not gelding them to you. You're not imprisoning them to you. And how do you do that? You ensure they have choice. You ensure that they're pursuing other things so that they know that they do have other options. And when they come back to you, they recognize in themselves that, hey, out of all my options, I love being with this person. That's the only way they'll recognize that. They will never recognize that. They will take you for granted if they have no options. Do you understand? I'm going to leave that alone for now. Hopefully you got some value out of that. If you like this video, click the like, click the thumbs up, and please share this with other people. You will help the world be a better place. You will help your friends be better. You will help other people have better relationships. Share this message with people. Share this video with other people. And if you have any questions, leave in the comments below. Feel free to message me. Now until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Every Thursday, I go live, do a deep dive training. And if you want to learn more about this, check out the book on Amazon, Relationships 101 by Ron John. And go to my website, greatrelationshipsu.com, if you want more deep dive advanced training. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.